welcome back to Rottumer Island and episode 2. So, spent a little bit of cash. We have bought a jet wash, a repair point, and you'll see we've gone for the red rock in a nice navy blue. Yeah, didn't fancy any of the others. A lot of them are dollies, so you know. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't really like the old dolly trailers. But today, oat harvest. So we got field here and one just over the way, I think. Yes, that rings a bell. So, first things first, let's fire this up. And then we will lower down. Come back for any missed bits. We want a straw swath, please. Let's get... I think we'll go for 2, 3 headlands. We'll go for 2. Hit the old H button, and off we go. Super. So as I said, recording this near enough straight after the last episode. Not even had a chance to collect in the hay yet. I am very conscious that we only have today to get our fields harvested. So yeah, it's got to take the priority, and without ditching it in the ditch. There we go. HB. Off we go. So yeah, headlands, up and downs, move on. Job's a good one. Smash it out the park. Everybody's happy. The first unload, we were only 95% full, but I thought we'll do it now. Whilst we're at the end of the row. And I know I bought one of the combines with the fantastic sort of levelling function on possibly what is one of the flattest maps in FS25. But I fancied a change. What's wrong with that? Yeah, I know. But whatever. So that is our field across the road, and we can get out that way, which I did not know. So that's good. We haven't got to drive all the way round. And it's that new... Well, it is that new map feeling still. You know, that sort of... Where do I actually need to go? How can I get from here to there? Oh, there's a route through that way. You know, sort of discovering the discovery of it all. But yes, 33 degrees currently. Not here in the UK. That'd be horrendous. But but in on Rottumer Island, I don't know why I got to roll the arse much. What was I going to say? The weather, however, in the UK is not bad at the moment. We're getting the royal we. We're getting the cold starts, but then the sun makes an appearance, and it's actually relatively pleasant at the moment, which is nice for a change. So I'm not quite sure how the GPS course is going to work to the left of us. Could be interesting, I think. I'm assuming it's just going to run straight up and go over the headland. Who knows? The suspense of it all. Oh dear. But it is, I said it in the previous episode, it is just nice to come on and out and just play and just ramble and drivel on about utter nonsense for 20-25 minutes, half an hour at a push. But it is, it's a form of relaxation, I'd say. The nice, easy, relaxing videos to make are ones where you can just sort of sit, play the game, talk to yourself, and to you, guys, obviously. But yeah, you know, it's good for the soul. Well, it was actually a narrower pass than I thought. We're probably going to be left with a couple of plants down this end. We have a little patch just up behind us, but that is not too bad at all. Yeah, try and keep the straw relatively neat. And then I think once we've done this one, it might actually keep the straw. Come on, get back over. There we go. Keep the straw relatively close to the other swath, which it has done, sort of. So yeah, we can just leg it down here now. Leg it. Just broke it over the headland, the GPS course. That's relatively intelligent. Right, so we ended up with 5,300 in there. And 8,000-ish in there, so what was that, with 13,000-ish, something like that. The only issue I've just realised, we don't have a silo. It was a bit of a schoolboy error, wasn't it? So yeah, 13,554. So if we get into here, 29%. How are the prices for oats at the moment? Because it's in a trailer. Oat is not the best, funnily enough. 8.10 at the windmill. Okay, right. The plan then is we'll get as much of the field in front of us done as is possible. We are just going to find our way across. That should probably go for a bit of a recce first. Is that a break in the hedge down there? I don't know. Let's have a little run. No. No. Oh no, bit of a dip. Right, I'll find the way into the field. We'll get as full as we can be. And then we'll either see about selling direct, which is... Aha, down here. No. How do I get to the field? Selling direct, which I don't really want to do. Oh, you are kidding. Oh, okay, right. Wonder if we can get up in there. So, yeah, well, let's see how much we get in the trailer. If we can keep it, then we will. Failing that, we'll either try and find a silo that fits nicely, or we will flog it. So you can just about see between the trees the vent making its way around the first headland. So all we had to do was go about the ramp here, turn right, turn left, and it was there's a turning just before those greenhouses that you can see by the combine. So yeah, not a million miles away at all. So I thought that can work, that can run on a worker, that can work on a worker. I suppose it does work on a worker, but that can run on a worker whilst we do a bit of the baling. Now, I don't know what to do with these fields next. I guess in the absence of anything Maize Plus related, where you can actually feed the animals different things, I would, yeah, kind of doesn't take the fun out of cows. That sounds wrong, but yeah. So I'm wondering, I need to think about what we're going to do now. Whether we could get a production that does, if one exists at the minute, I think there is, that does mineral feed. So then we could, rather than having to sort of, what's it blocked by? It's never blocked by the trailer. Goodness sake. So rather than, let's get you started and moved forwards. I didn't put the hazards on. So yeah, rather than having to feed the animals differently, maybe we could get a production that, if it can do the mineral feed, let's say, we grow the crops to produce that. Just thinking out loud. Might be relatively interesting. We don't need to go like huge scale, because you don't even need the mineral feed. But I'm thinking that it might add another dimension to the feeding. Yes, I'll have to have a little scoot around Mod Hub to see what, if anything, is available. Failing that, I'll have to have a bit of a rethink. Well, first random observation of of the episode. Hopefully there's not going to be too many more. I'm just looking at the angle of the top of the seat back. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. You wouldn't have it like that. But then I thought it's probably, so if you can imagine the shoulder blade leaning, and there's me turning my head away from the microphone. If you're leaning to turn your head, that bit there would allow you to do it easier rather than have to force yourself into it. So it's probably done for a reason. I've never noticed that on any other of the tractors though. Whether it's a new thing, you know, improved ergonomics. Hey, big words here. Yeah, don't know. If you do know, if you happen to own a Massey Ferguson 9S, then I'd like to know. Or is there any other tractors that do that as well? Anyway, right. We want to be layering. Do we want to be layering? No, we want to be stacking. Control Shift R. There we go. So we'll clear the straw first. It was 6 bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. We might be alright. We might be alright. Yep. Yes, we're fine. Look at that. Lovely. Snug fit. So, where is the combine? There. Okay. Haven't seen it need, pop-up to say it needs unloading just yet, so we will drop these into the bale storage, which is down here. Oh. Now I thought it would throw a wobbly at that. Might as well go and get a couple more. Is it going to do any more on the back? No. Oh, wobbly. Right, we can go this way. Yes, lovely. Lovely jubbly. And then left shift. Oh, it did it. Super duper. Right. We will continue to clear the bales. Keep an eye on the combine. And yeah, hopefully we won't be too long in getting that field finished. So, bales cleared, hay and straw, and we are now rapidly approaching, there we go, the entrance to our second field of oats. Now we can leave you there. Off. We're going to need you. There we go. The AI worker has a full tank. And oh, it's on the side of the crop. There. Oh, that's going to need a little bit of an intervention. But it should be okay in the sense that if we go in here and do that, we'll reverse off of the course. We know where we need to go back to. We should be alright for it carrying on. This will give us over 30,000 litres of oats. Look at that shimmering pond. Beautiful. So I do wonder whether it's worth looking at a silo. If it's just a small one. So we're not going to be doing that much crop work, I don't think. So I think what we'll do is get that in. Set this back off. Hopefully successfully. Stay there. Go on. Lower down. Yes. Lovely job. And then, so that can crack on. And I'll have a look for a little silo that will do us on our nice little cow farm. So first, full load of oats. Now, I have put in a silo. You can just about see it. Thought it fitted relatively nicely. We've done a little bit of painting just to put a bit of a track in and make it look like it grew there. Now, it holds a whopping 75,000 litres, so it should do us, to be fair. As long as we can get close enough. There we go, dump oats. It should be fine for us, I think. Yeah, like I say, it fits. Got a bit of brick in it. I was going to get one of the ones with just like the panelling, but I thought, no, that suits rather nicely. So, that's that done. I will... Yeah, we'll take this back to the field. Because then it's there to unload the combine when that's finished. I have been doing a bit of baling. Just because it's a decent sized field, to be fair. And yeah, I didn't want to be... I suppose having to do it all at the end, if that makes any sense. But I'll do a bit as we go along. Keep the bales out the way of the combine, which we've managed to do rather successfully so far. And we should be good. So that's got what? one. Have a look where we're going. Probably on its last but one pass, I reckon. It's not taking us too long, which is good. So we'll park this up probably top right corner behind it, top left, top of the field, and then we can just get the old combine unloaded once we're done, get the baling finished, and then pick all the bales up, and then we'll have 2 fields all harvested and ready for another crop. And we're not going too badly at all. We're now working our way back across the skip rows, and oh dear, yeah, I have to wonder at the minute about what is going on. What is going on with the world now. Forget this isn't political. This is, in the grand scheme of things, incredibly petty. So, are you sitting comfortably? Good. I shall begin. So, in the UK, for those that aren't from the UK, there is a website, an app called Vinted, which I can only describe as somewhere to sell. Let's be honest, it's to sell used items, so clothing, stuff like that. So, having a clear out months ago now, probably even last year, trying to clear out some space in wardrobes, etc. So I thought, rather than just bin it, and yes, I know people can say you could have took it to a charity shop, yada 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 yada. Okay, whatever. Yes, I could. But I thought I'll give this a go. So you create an account, you take pictures of the items of clothing, show the labels, all this lot, upload it, and these things are like dirt cheap. You're talking £2-3. I think I'd put jeans on for like maybe £5, something like that. So you're not talking a lot. You're talking, right? They're used, but they're not in a horrific state. So the stuff's clean. You send it like that. So up until now, I've probably sold, I don't know, 3-4 things, maybe 5. Probably coming to a grand total of about £12. So the way it works is people can buy it, or in some cases you'll get asked, will you take anything less? It's like, no, it's £5 for a pair of jeans, really. And it's not, it's not to make, well, I'm sure you could make money from it if you were, savvy enough, but that's not the reason I was doing it. It was just to, try it out. So, like I say, sold a few things, no problems at all. Bought a load of postage bags, you print the label, stick it on, take it to a shop, they scan it, it gets delivered. Jobs are good. The other week, somebody bought a shirt. Now, like I say, no problems up until now. But I had an inkling. So, printed the label off, got the bag, packaged the shirt up, sent it off on time, no problem. The person that has to go, pick it up, they look at it. If it's okay, you get the money within like 2 or 3 days, let's say. I got a message. The shirt's not as listed. What? You think, okay, bear in mind I haven't got the shirt anymore, so I could be like, they could be saying, oh, it's damaged. So it's like, well, it's like sort of your word against theirs, and they said it's got a stain on it. Well, it's clean. So I was like, well, so they said a bit more on it, and to be fair, it had. And my argument is it was in the picture, and I hadn't noticed this. Now, whether it was the lighting when I took it or what, but it was a tiny little bleach mark on the back, right down at the bottom of the shirt. Oh, you'd have thought it was the end of the world. Well, I shouldn't have to send it back. No, no, you send it back. If it's that bad, send it back. You think, all of this for a couple of quid? I think so. I've took it all off. I cannot be doing with the faff. You think, I got that inkling. I thought, this one's not, there's something about this one, and I don't know why. So yeah, it's now back with me. You think, so I've just took everything off. I thought, I cannot be bothered with the faff and the stress over a couple of quid. And, you know, tried it. Can tick that one off the list. But you think, oh my word. Really? You know, it's like, I should just take it and either bin it in one of these recycling bins that you can get for clothes, or just lob it. And you think, why do I bother? You think, oh my word. Whatever. So anyway, yes, that will not be taking place anymore. I shall withdraw my monies and be done with it. Just like we are done with this field. Marvellous. There we go. That's the old accelerator pedal sticking. Marvellous. So, we got a decent amount of bales off that, to be fair. Which is rather blooming good. Now, I think what we will do is get everything back to the farm, grab the bale trailer, get this field cleared as well, and then everything's sort of done. And I think then that sets us up for the next episode, which will be silage. And then we can, in between episodes, I will have a look for, I'm pretty sure I've seen a mineral free production, pretty sure I have, but I might not, and so I need to check that. I'll do that, and then that'll give us some inkling of what to put in these two fields. So like I say, I'll get everything back to the yard, and then we'll go and collect the bales. Well, I think the saying is, it fits, it ships. Hey, don't judge me. Smarter, not harder, everybody. That's the field cleared, which is rather nice. So, like I say, I'm going to have a think about, and I'll have a look for the production, and then that'll help us with choice for the field or fields, what crops to put in there next. Next time we'll be doing silage. I will probably get the couple of fields, or the several fields that we've cut. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Not a problem. I'll probably get the 3 fields that we've cut for hay fertilised and limed if needed. There we go. Just so when we move into September, we don't have any issues there. So if we now drop that off, are you going to take the rest? Don't tell me I'm too far over. You are too far over, big lad. There we go. Is that going to work now? There we have it. Right, so let's just have a quick look at things. So, we'll go for time-saving stock check. Yeah, a bit easier for us. So, we end up with 266,000 litres of hay, 275,000 litres of straw. Ooh, we've got the heating plant if we want to make a bit of cash. And 52,824 litres of oats, which will bring us in a tidy 61 grand in January. We are playing on normal. We should have said that before. So, let's get this backed up a bit. Beacons off, engine off, and I shall say thank you all very, 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 very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.